The story begins with Shi, a San bushman, tribesman living a simple, peaceful life in the African bush, completely removed from the modern world. His tranquil existence is disrupted in the most unexpected way when a glass Coca-Cola bottle literally falls from the sky into his camp. Shi and his fellow San gather around their village huts, marveling at this strange new object. Never having seen glass or a Coke bottle before, they assume it must be a gift from the gods. The villagers share it like any communal resource, carrying water, grinding tubers, stamping patterns, and even making music with the bottle. But because there's only one bottle, jealousy and fighting soon erupt among these normally harmonious people. Arguments flare and cooperation breaks down. Faced with this conflict, she decides the bottle is a curse rather than a blessing. Only by returning it to the heavens can he restore peace. Determined, she volunteers to carry the Coke bottle to the edge of the world, convinced that tossing it off a cliff will end the trouble. Meanwhile, in a very different world of civilization, wildlife biologist Dr. Andrew Stein is assigned a mission of his own. He must drive a city-bred schoolteacher, Kate Thompson, out to a remote village in Botswana where she's to teach. Their journey immediately turns into a comedy of errors. Andrew, normally poised, becomes awkward and clumsy around Kate. He drives an ancient Land Rover that literally has no brakes, forcing him to wedge a rock under the wheel whenever they stop. Kate, tough and no-nonsense from Johannesburg, is baffled by every setback. That first night in the veld, the misadventures escalate hilariously. As Andrew prepares to sleep, a wild boar charges him from the darkness. He yelps and crashes into Kate's tent, startling them both. In the dark nearby, a rhinoceros stomps out their campfire, which Kate never even sees, leaving the camp in smoke. The next morning, Kate's skirt is snagged on a thorny wait-a-bit tree. Andrew rushes to help and ends up yanking Kate out of the tree with such force that they both tumble over, still stuck together in their underwear. Kate becomes convinced that Andrew's constant clumsiness is actually a flirtation tactic gone wild, while Andrew manages only red faces and apologies. Their delay grows so long that finally a smooth-talking safari guide named Jack Hind appears on the trail. He offers to take Kate the rest of the way to her village. Back at camp, Andrew's ever-patient assistant Mapudi advises him to be honest with Kate about his problem around women. Soon, Andrew rides to her school in his super-load Land Rover, musters the courage to confess, but in the process he trips over the coffee table and nearly floods the camp with mugs and plates, amusing Kate instead of alarming her. She laughs at his sincerity and, touched by his awkward charm, not far away a band of rebels from the fictitious country of Biryani is on the run. Sam Boga, their leader, has assassinated government officials in a coup attempt and is now fleeing towards safety. The guerrillas have sworn to escape with hostages as human shields. In a sudden swoop, they attack Kate's village. They storm Kate's tiny schoolhouse and seize her and the orphaned children under her care. Within minutes, Kate and the children are screaming in terror as the rebels fly off across the desert. The wild Kate left clutching her young pupils as they vanish into the horizon. Meanwhile, she is wandering ever closer to civilization. Hungry and uncertain, he comes across a herd of goats belonging to local villagers. He takes a dart from his quiver, tips it with a homemade sedative, and tranquilizes one goat to prepare a meal. The goat herders discover the fallen animal. They immediately arrest Shi for theft. The burly ranchers haul the bewildered hunter before the tribal judge for sentencing. By luck, Andrew and Mpudi arrive to witness the scene. Mpudi, who grew up partly among the San, translates for Shi. Rather than jail, Andrew, now feeling indebted and amused by Shi's honesty, offers a solution. They will pay a fine to the herders, and Shi will work as their bush tracker until the debt is repaid. With no concept of money, he has never used it, Shi happily agrees to this arrangement and accepts an iron rations tin and salt for his trouble. Thus fate binds Shi to this strange entourage, a quiet bushman, a shy scientist, and his worldly sidekick. Despite their differences, the three begin to travel together toward the guerrillas' last known location. Shi, used to moving effortlessly through the Kalahari scrub, guides them across the landscape. Andrew and Mpudi puzzle over everything Shi does, like the way he discards the unfamiliar coins Andrew pays him. But they quickly see that Shi's instincts are sharp. Shi notices something is wrong before the gunfire starts. One day, as Kate and the children cower aboard the rebel plane, she hatches a daring plan. Under cover of darkness, he quietly creeps among the terrified children and slips Kate a folded note. In it, he urges her to trust him. Suddenly, she bursts into action. He knocks a tranquilizer dart and fires into the nearest rebel guard, missing Kate and the children entirely. The dart flies true. She then rushes down the line, firing dart after dart. One by one, 6 of the 8 rebels slump peacefully to the ground, comically snoring before they even hit the dirt. In the confusion, Kate and the children leap free and seize the now unattended guns from the 2 still alert guerrillas. With those rifles in hand, Kate shouts instructions to the kids, and they help subdue the remaining gunmen. Meanwhile, Andrew and Mpudi burst from their hiding place and tackle the last 2 rebels, handcuffing them with surprising ease. The rescue is complete. Every hostage is saved. At that climactic moment, Jack Hines swoops in. He appears on the scene, feigning heroics, and immediately takes charge. He briskly shepherds Kate and the children aboard a waiting jeep, announcing loudly that he drove off the rebels. Kate and her students are safe, but Jack Hines shamelessly claims credit for the operation, leaving Andrew, Mpudi, and she stunned and irritated. The next morning, the dust settled and She's term of service is done. Andrew pays She the promised wage of a few coins. Shai, who has already lost interest in these shiny pieces of paper, tosses them away on the ground. He is returning home to the simple life he knows. Andrew thanks She and they say goodbye like old friends. That evening, Andrew finally visits Kate alone. He tries to explain his curious condition of always tripping over himself around women. Each time he's about to tell the truth, he accidentally knocks over their cups again, spilling coffee, scattering sugar, and kissing Kate's hand to apologize. Kate finds his clumsy sincerity endearing, and she affectionately kisses him once more. At last, their long journey together has found a sweet and funny end. High atop a distant cloud-wreathed cliff, She has reached the spot he believes to be the edge of the world. The desert spreads out below, hidden in mist. She raises the Coke bottle one more time and, with a grin of relief, throws it into the abyss, believing he has sent the troublesome gift back to the gods. He turns and heads home, humming as he goes. In the end, life returns to normal. The Kalahari tribe is once again peaceful, and She is reunited with his family, with perhaps a funny story or two to tell. Kate and Andrew will no doubt remember their desert adventure fondly. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to encourage us to create more content.